Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Salibi Stokes Field on the campus of Coastal University for today's doubleheader between the Carson-Newman University Eagles and George Coastal University Cobras. Let's see the starting lineup first for the visiting Eagles. Leading off is shortstop number 33, Maria Smith. Batting second, the center fielder number 14, Abby Martin. Batting third, the first baseman number 40, Macaulay Bailey. In the cleanup, and the third baseman number 47, Grace Gregory. Batting fifth, the left fielder number 44, Addie Saunders. Batting sixth, the catcher number 19, Anna Marie Richards. Batting seventh, the designated player number 22, Sarah Walker. Batting eighth, the right fielder number 4, Katie Messina. Batting ninth, the second baseman number 6, Shelby Armstrong. And in the circle for the Eagles, number 3, Lorelei Spaulding. The Eagles are coached by Michael Graves. He is assisted by Holly Tucker Vance and Hayden Dye. And now let's meet the starting lineup for your Coastal University Cobras. Leading off the shortstop number 7, Allie Moore. Batting second, the left fielder number 3, Peyton Rainey. Batting third, the catcher number 33, Emily Rose. In the cleanup, the designated player number 16, Bailey Gaskin. Batting fifth and at first base, number 21, Dakota Slack. Batting sixth, the second baseman, number 26, Callie Smith. Batting seventh and in the circle, number 15, Charlotte Rose. Batting eighth, the third baseman, number 2, Molly Andrews. Batting ninth, the right fielder, number 12, Lacey Hennessy. And in the flex and center field, number 5, Maya Triggs. The Cobras are coached by Brittany Bennett. She is assisted by Stephen Welsh, Maddie Andrews, and Curtis Cole. At this time, will you please rise for the playing of our national anthem?
On a 73-degree Saturday morning, we say good morning and welcome to the Salibi Stokes Field in Hartsville, South Carolina, as number 24 Carson-Newman concludes his 6-game road trip against the Cobras of Coker. On the Eagle Sports Network, I'm Matt Scalzo. So delighted you could make me a part of your Saturday. If you're still drinking your morning coffee or having brunch, here's the rundown of today's matchup. Two teams heading in opposite directions. Carson-Newman has won 11 straight, its longest streak since 2022, and are 33-8 on the season, 12-4. In the South Atlanta Conference, they sit in third place. Fresh off a run rule sweep of Catawba. Meanwhile, for Coker, they come in 10-24, 2-14 in conference play, and are riding a 13-game skid. They have not won a contest since March 18th when they took down Lincoln Memorial. Last time out, they were swept at the hands of the Highland Cavaliers of UVA Wise. And getting the ball in the circle is Charlotte Rose for Coker. She'll face Malia Smith, who climbs into the lefty's batter's box, and we are all set and ready to go as Smith ambushes the first pitch. A chopper back to Rose. A snap throw to first is not in time. First pitch coming at 11:05 local time here in Hartsville, South Carolina. And so the leadoff hitter is aboard for Carson-Newman, represented by Malia Smith. And that brings up Abby Martin, the center fielder. Macaulay Bailey stands on deck batting third. Grace Gregory, the cleanup hitter. And then Addie Saunders bats fifth. That top five's been so dynamic as of late. First offering to Martin is in for a called strike. Anne-Marie Richards bats sixth, and is the catcher. Sarah Walker, the DP, bats seventh, the 0-1. Hangs upstairs against Martin. 1 ball and 1 strike with nobody gone. And Smith aboard after the infield single. Katie Mathena, the right fielder, bats eighth, and rounding things out is the second baseman, Shelby Armstrong. Here's the 1-1. Comes in low. Picked off the backhand by Emily Rose, the catcher. And Smith holds over at first. Martin enjoying a stellar senior season. Career highs in basically every category. The 2-1 hits at the knees. Levels the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Rose, the right-hander, set in the circle. Here's a 2-2 offering. Martin, a chopper straight back to Rose. She'll go to second for 1. The throw on to first is late, and Martin exchange places with Smith. Is on via the fielder's choice.
Now batting number 40.
Coker in its gold tops with Coker written across the front in white and black letters, outlined in blue with a thin white outer outline. Numbers in blue, outlined in white on the front and the back. Here's the first offering to Bailey. Skips in the dirt, gets away from Rose up the third base line. Martin scampers up to second on the wild pitch. A solid blue collar for the Cobras with a navy blue outline of a white stripe on the shoulders. White pants with a thin blue stripe down the side. Yellow socks with navy blue stirrups and a thick yellow line outlined with 2 thinner white lines. Meanwhile, for Carson-Newman and the alternate navy blue road tops, a nested CN in the chest outlined in white. Numbers on the back with a white outline. Here's the 1-0 to Bailey. Comes in low beneath the knees. 2 balls and no strikes. White pants with 2 thin navy blue stripes down the side and navy blue socks for the Eagles. A white batting helmet for Carson-Newman. 2-0. Bailey turns and chops it foul on the third base side. Looking at Coker defensively, Maya Cribbs is in straightaway center with Lacey Hennessy joining her in right, and Peyton Rainey is in left. Dakota Slack is the first baseman with Callie Schmidt at second. Allie Moore's the shortstop, and Molly Andrews operates at third base with Emily Rose completing the battery with Charlotte Rose in the circle. 2-1. Hangs low. 3 balls and a strike here to Macaulay Bailey. Had been held without an RBI in her last 4 games and her last 6 in conference play before picking up 3 in the Thursday domination of Catawba. The 3-1. That's low, ball 4. That's a 5-pitch walk to Macaulay Bailey, puts 2 on with 1 away. And here comes Grace Gregory. She has been swinging a hot piece of lumber as of late. And in the sweep against Catawba, Gregory totaled for 6 RBIs across the 2 contests. First pitch for Gregory, she hits it foul on the third base side. Domination, splattering, dissection, however you want to describe it. That's what Carson-Newman did to Catawba on Thursday. Run ruling them in both contests and outscoring them 27-7 total. The 0-1 hits at the knees to Gregory, and it's quickly 0-2 in favor of Rose in the circle. The Eagles out-hit Catawba 31-10. First run rule sweep of the season for the Eagles. Trying to start fast here on this Saturday morning in Hartsville. The 0-2. Gregory, a slow roller third base side, and bounces foul. Count stays where it is with one gone. 2 on in the top of the first inning. Macaulay Bailey at first after a walk. Abby Martin at second, reached on a fielder's choice. Malia Smith led off this contest with an infield single. Gregory settles back into the righty's batter's box. Rose gets the sign. Here's the 0-2 offering. Gregory pops it up. Foul ground first base side. Running over and not getting there in time is the right fielder Hennessy along with Slack at first and Schmidt at second. Lives to see another pitch. Back-to-back foul balls worked by Gregory. Third baseman by way of White House, Tennessee. Has been absolutely on fire across her last 10 games. Here's the 0-2. She battles with another foul ball that goes careening down the third base line. Currently second on the team and third in South Atlantic Conference with 43 RBIs on the season. Has a runner in scoring position in Martin. 3 straight foul balls. Here's another 0-2 from Rose. Gregory, a slow roller towards third. Stepped on the bag by Andrews. Throws across the diamond to first, and it's in time for a 5-3 double play to end the threat at the top of the first. Carson-Newman leaves one on as we head to the bottom of the first inning, and Lorelei Spradlin will get the ball and get the start here in game one. And our first look at the Coker Bats when we come back on the other side of this break on the Eagle Sports Network. Well,
there's new fresh ideas on campus. From Chick-fil-A to Maples Coffee to Sabarijos, Fresh Ideas has tons of high-quality dining options for whatever taste you may need. Sabarijos is open Monday through Friday for lunch and dinner in the Health Sciences Building. Sabarijos features all your Mexican favorites, from burritos to nachos to quesadillas to tacos to anything you can think of in a tortilla. Follow Fresh Ideas on Instagram at Carson-Newman Dining.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Plan.
And then the break started to play during my read there, but it's okay. Maya Cribbs is the flex player and playing in center field as climbing into the righty's batter's box is Moore, and Spradlin looks in, the right-hander. Home on the first offering in the bottom of the first. And it dips away outside to the right-handed hitting Moore. 1 ball and no strikes. Coker offensively has struggled this season. Here's the 1-0. Comes in low to Moore. Quickly 2 balls and no strikes. Against the right-handed hitting shortstop that is batting at even .300 this season. As a team, the Cobras batting .257. The 2-0. Foul tipped off the bat of Moore. And Spradlin's got her first strike here in the bottom half of the first inning. No score between Carson-Newman and Coker here on the Eagle Sports Network. Carson-Newman had 2 on in the top of the first inning, but a 5-3 double play ended the threat. Home plate umpire Benny McMurray, and he is the crew chief, went out to hand the ball to Spradlin after Richards was deflected on the foul tip. And the 2-1. Just misses low from Spradlin. 3-1. Greg High commands first base with Wayne Goodman over at third. 3 balls and a strike to the leadoff hitter and Moore. Spradlin to the plate. Moore pops it up. Right field, Mathena battling the sun. Is able to make the play, and there is out number 1 in the bottom of the first inning, and we'll take a look at the Carson-Newman defensive alignment. Katie Mathena is in right, Abby Martin in center, and flanking and left is Addie Saunders. From first to third around the infield, it is Macaulay Bailey, Shelby Armstrong, Malia Smith, and Grace Gregory, with Anne-Marie Richards behind the dish. And this has been a go-to lineup for head coach Michael Graves amid this 11-game winning streak, rather. First pitch is in there for a called strike to Peyton Rainey, the left fielder. Rainey making her 27th start on the season. Here's the 0-1 from Spradlin. A bouncing ball to the left side. Deep in the hole, it's picked up by Smith. Snaps it across the diamond to first, and there is out number 2. Two quick outs for Spradlin. It brings up the catcher, Emily Rose, who comes in 4th on the team, really 2nd on the team among qualified hitters in batting average at .329. Stands tall in the righty's batter's box. First pitch from Spradlin to Rose. Clips the inside corner, and it's 0-1. Spradlin starting her 11th game in her sophomore season. The 0-1. Hits right at the knees against Rose, and it's quickly 0-2. First start for Spradlin since March 28th, Game 2 against Mars Hill, where she went 3 innings. And has appeared in relief across the last 3. There's the 0-2. Rose, a line drive into right field for a base hit. Mathena bobbles it, and there will be no throw to first, as Rose was slow getting out of the box. That's a 2-out base hit with 2 strikes for Emily Rose, working it the other way. Comes to the cleanup hitter and designated player, Bailey Gaskins. Gaskins, the top hitter on this Cobras side, a .371 hitter this season. Righty on righty matchup. Here comes Spradlin's first offering. First pitch swing. Gaskins fly ball to right. Mathena's there, and there's out number 3. So a 2-out base hit for Emily Rose, but Spradlin bounces back for out number 3. Sends us into the second. Scoreless between Carson-Newman and Coker on the Eagle Sports Network.
There's new fresh ideas on campus. From Chick-fil-A to Maples Coffee to Sabarijos, Fresh Ideas has tons of high-quality dining options for whatever taste you may need. Sabarijos is open Monday through Friday for lunch and dinner in the Health Sciences Building. Sabarijos features all your Mexican favorites, from burritos to nachos to quesadillas to tacos to anything you can think of in a tortilla. Follow Fresh Ideas on Instagram at Carson-Newman Dining.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
Addie Saunders leads off here in the top of the second inning. Scoreless through the first frame between Carson-Newman and Coker. First pitch swing for Saunders, and she lines it into left field for a base hit. And Saunders extends her hitting streak into double figures. It's a 10-game hitting streak for Saunders, and she's reached base safely now in the last 16 contests. Back-to-back leadoff singles for Carson-Newman. They were unable to bring across any runs in the first. But Saunders starts the second off with a base hit to left field, brings Anne-Marie Richards to the plate. Richards showing bunt, offers at it, and is unable to put it down. As it's a first pitch strike. In from Charlotte Rose. Richard shows bunt again. This time she's able to put it down in front of home plate. Picked up by Rose, the pitcher. She'll go to first. Where covering is Callie Schmidt for out number 1. Saunders advances up to second. Carson-Newman has another runner in scoring position. Richards does her job on the sac bunt to put Saunders into scoring position. It sets the table for Sarah Walker. Freshman out of Mills River, North Carolina, has been so good this season in the DP spot. First pitch is an off-speed from Rose that hits in the zone. Since the 1st of March, Walker has put together 7 multi-hit games and 7 multi-RBI games. The 0-1 fouls it off the end of her bat into the dirt of home plate. And it's quickly 0-2. Stands high up in the righty's batter's box as Rose comes home on the 0-2. This is outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Saunders over at second. Here's the 1-2. Wave and a miss from Walker. It's a drop third and a snap throw down to first for out number 2. Chases a ball in the dirt. And there's the first strikeout for Charlotte Rose. Brings up Katie Mathena with 2 outs and a runner on second and Addie Saunders. Led off this inning with the base hit to left field. First pitch to Mathena, bounces in the dirt. Good block by Rose behind the plate and able to smother it and hold Saunders over at second base. Mathena in her sophomore season by way of Blacksburg, Virginia, has taken a step forward and has turned into the everyday right fielder for head coach Michael Graves in his 8th season at the helm. The 1-0 to Mathena, turns on it and chops it foul on the third base side, got on top of it. One ball and 1 strike with 2 away in the top of the second inning. Scoreless between Carson-Newman and Coker on this Saturday morning from Hartsville. The 1-1. Mathena drives it into left field. It's a base hit. Motoring around third comes Saunders. The throw to the plate is not in time. Mathena drives in Saunders, and the Eagles draw first blood in the top of the second inning. RBI number 15 for Katie Mathena this season. Advances up to second on the throw-in. Brings up the 9-hitter Shelby Armstrong with another runner in scoring position for the Eagles. Armstrong in the righty's batter's box. The first pitch to the plate. Waves through the drop pitch, and it's 0-1. Mathena with back-to-back multi-hit games against Catawba, went 4 for 7 across the doubleheader with a trio of RBIs. Here's the 0-1. Loops outside to Armstrong. Count goes to 1-1. Carson-Newman did a great job at scoring in bunches on Thursday. Multiple crooked innings, or crooked numbered innings. The 1-1. Armstrong turns on it and dribbles it foul third base side. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 away. Mathena on second. After driving in the first run of this Game 1 contest. 1-2 to Armstrong. Fouls it off the end of her bat, and it goes between the wickets of Rose and to the backstop. Count stays where it is. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 away against the junior Armstrong. Defense playing her straight up in the infield and the outfield with Mathena over at second. Here comes a 1-2. Off the plate, high and outside. Squares the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 away here in the top of the second inning. Not a cloud in the sky here at the Salibi Stokes softball field. 2-2. Armstrong fouls it off her lead left foot. So we'll do it all over again. Blooming in the on-deck circle is the top of the order with Malia Smith. She's 1 for 1 with an infield base hit. Here's a break even. And it's high to Armstrong. She has battled back and has worked the count full. With 2 gone here in the second. Leadoff single from Saunders. Back-to-back outs from Rose, and then a RBI single from Athena. She's on second. Payoff pitch to Armstrong. Skims in the dirt, and Armstrong tosses her back to first. She works a walk, and now the table is set for the top of the order with Malia Smith. 2 on with 2 away. Athena at second, and Smith over at first. Carson-Newman in front, 1-0. Here in the first contest on this beautiful Saturday in Hartsville. Rose trying to work out of trouble here. First pitch to Smith. Lines it straight to the third baseman, and Andrews. She leaps and makes the grab for out number 3. But Carson-Newman strikes first. An RBI single from Katie Mathena. It's 1-0 Eagles heading into the bottom of the second here on the Eagle Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Spradlin into the circle for her second inning of work, and it's 1-0 Carson-Newman as Dakota Slack leads off in the righty's batter's box. First pitch swing for Slack, lifts it in the air down the right field line, and it slices into the corner for a foul ball. Slack continues this string of right-handed hitters for Coker. Here comes the 0-1 from Spradlin. An off-speed that clips the bottom rail of the zone, and it's 0-2. Callie Schmidt due up afterwards of Slack, and then it will be the pitcher Charlotte Rose are the 3 due to come up here in the second. The 0-2. Popped up, foul ground first base side, and it will land out of play. Count stays where it is against the right-handed hitting first baseman. Comes in batting .324, starting her 26th game of the season. Gets on base at a .368 clip. Here's another 0-2 from Spradlin. Goes upstairs on the rise ball. Laying off of it is Slack. Count goes to 1-2. Carson-Newman in front 1-0 after an RBI single from Katie Mathena in the top of the second inning. Here's the 1-2. Foul tipped off the end of the bat of Slack, and it goes to the backstop. Now Slack settles back into the righty's batter's box. The 1-2 from Spradlin. Just misses inside A well-placed pitch, and patiently, Slack is able to not bite. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the break even. Line drive into right field, and it is foul. Or no, it is caught by Katie Mathena. My apologies.
Now batting number 26, Callie Schmidt.
I got my view, have my view obstructed down the first base side. So here comes Callie Schmidt into the righties batter's box with 1 away in the bottom half of the second inning. First pitch to Schmidt misses low, and it's ball 1. Spradlin comes in 4-0 on the season, 3.19 ERA, but has struggled with walks to strikeouts. Here's the 1-0. Rise ball that just misses above the zone, 2-0. Has come out of the bullpen in her last 3 appearances, gone 5 innings across those 3 appearances, giving up 5 runs, 2 of those earned on 3 hits. The 2-0. Fastball hits at the knees, 2-1. And across those last 3 appearances, 4 walks, 0 strikeouts for the sophomore. Here's a 2-1 on the way. Going after the rise ball is Schmidt, and she clips it to the netting behind home plate. And Spradlin, after back-to-back balls, answers back with 2 consecutive strikes. Levels the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes. With 1 gone here in the bottom half of the second inning. A 1-0 Carson-Newman lead. Here's the break even from Spradlin. A rise ball that Schmidt lets go by. Full count. Schmidt settles back in an open stance in the righty's batter's box. The 3-2. Hoisted in the air, and it will drift out of play down the first base side. Count stays where it is. Schmidt has been used sparingly this season, but making her 4th start of the season, 13th game overall. Comes in 5 for 20 at the plate. Here's the 3-2. And it just misses low from Spradlin for ball 4, and it's a 1-out walk to Callie Schmidt. Her first walk of the season.
Number 15, Charlotte Rose.
Puts 1 on with 1 away, and here is Charlotte Rose, the pitcher. Rose toting the bat in the righty's batter's box. Corners pinch in for Carson-Newman. First pitch to Rose, burns the inside edge from Spradlin, and she gets ahead on a first pitch strike. Gregory about 5 steps in front of the third base bag, and Bailey a couple in front of first, with Schmidt over there, the 0-1. Cracked foul, straight back over top the press box. 0-2. I'm getting my son in today, as I have most road trips this season, but the sun beaming down on the Salibi Stokes field. Here's an 0-2 from Spradlin. Rise ball that misses upstairs, and Rose lets it go by. .73 degrees, not a cloud anywhere to be seen on this Saturday morning. Here's the 1-2. Wave and a miss from Rose, down swinging. As Spradlin picks up her first strikeout, and out number 2.
Now batting number 2, Molly Andrews.
Here in the bottom half of the second inning. Brings up Molly Andrews, the third baseman. And it's a welcome sight for Lorelei Spradlin to get that K. First pitch is a rise ball to Andrews, hangs upstairs. First strikeout for Spradlin since game 1 against Newberry on April 1st, 10 days ago. Here comes the 1-0. Catches the outside corner. And it's 1-1 against Molly Andrews, third baseman, and the 8 hitter in this Coker order. the 1-1. A rise ball that zips above the zone, 2-1. Andrews at the bottom of this Coker lineup in terms of batting average at 185 coming into today. 2-1 from Spradlin. Clip straight back. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Spradlin looking to get through this inning. Gets the sign. Comes home to the right-hander. And it hangs above the zone, 3-2. Another full count here in the second inning. Coker staying patient against Spradlin. Andrews in the righty's batter's box in a wide stance. Payoff pitch home from Spradlin. Andrews drives it down the left field line and it hooks to the left side of the foul line. So we'll do it all over again on another 3-2 count with 2 away in the bottom of the second inning. It's a 1-0 lead for number 24 Carson-Newman over Coker. Here in game 1 of this doubleheader on this Sunday morning. Schmidt over at first after a 1-out walk. Payoff pitch from Spradlin. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts for Spradlin as Andrews goes after the low fastball. And it sends us into the second. Carson-Newman in front 1-0 here on the Eagle Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
2, 3, and 4 for Carson-Newman here in the top of the third inning. It's a 1-0 Eagles lead over Coker. Matt Scalzo with you on the Eagles Sports Network. Abby Martin, Macaulay Bailey, and Grace Gregory due up to face Charlotte Rose here in the third frame. First pitch to Martin. Hits on the ground, and it's out of reach for the diving shortstop in Moore and into left center field. It's a leadoff base hit for the third consecutive inning for Carson-Newman.
Now batting number 40, Macaulay Bailey.
And they've all come on the first pitch of the at-bat. Smith, Saunders, and now Martin putting speed on the bases for Carson-Newman as it turns into the heart of this Eagles order. Macaulay Bailey and Grace Gregory set to come up. Bailey stands in the righty's batter's box with an open stance. Reached on a walker first time up. Joe's bunt pulls back as it hits. Martin going on the first pitch, and she's in there with a stolen base, and now it moves into right center field as the throw was off the mark, and Martin swipes third. The 57th stolen base in Abby Martin's career, and her 18th this season. First stolen base in quite some time for Carson-Newman as Martin now 60 feet away over at third, and no 1 count to Bailey. The pitch home, turns on it and clubs it into left field, but it just draws foul down the left field line. So a stolen base for Martin, and then she advances on the error. Bailey moving up in the righty's batter's box. Here's the 0-2. Misses it high and outside. Goes to the backstop. Here comes Martin, and it's 2-0 Carson-Newman. A quick trip around the bases for Abby Martin. Stolen base and taking advantage of a pair of Coker miscues. It's 2-0 Carson-Newman in the top of the third inning. And Coach Michael Graves in between innings was preaching score more. That was the overall message. They've left runs on the board. They've been able to take advantage here in the third rather. Base hit from Abby Martin, then a stolen base. Moves up to third on an errant throw. Comes in to score on a wild pitch. 2-0 lead. And a 1-2 count to Macaulay Bailey. Rose looks in after the visit from Emily Rose behind the plate. The 1-2, Bailey turns on it, drives it deep out towards center field, looking up, and it is out of here. Maya Cribbs was drifting back, twisting around, had lost it because it was over the center field wall, and it is 3-0 Carson-Newman. Second straight game with a solo home run for Macaulay Bailey, her 7th of the season. And it's 3-0 Carson-Newman in the top of the third inning. So Martin leads off with a single, swipes second base. Comes in to score after 2 throws that were off the mark from the Cobras. Now Bailey having to put a ball in play. Well, then she does it on a 1-2 count. Hammers it over to the center field wall. Makes it 3-0 Carson-Newman, and there will be a change coming in the circle for Coker, as it will be Abby McCants that will come in for Rose. And while she gets warmed up, we'll take a quick break on the Eagle Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with their $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Abby McCants comes into the circle for Coker, and it's a 3-0 Carson-Newman lead over the Cobras here on this Saturday morning from Hartsville. Matt Scalzo with you on the Eagle Sports Network. McCants making her 21st appearance on the season. 18 of them, including this one, have come in relief, and she's the most used pitcher in this Coker staff. 4.73 ERA, lowest among this Coker pitching group. She'll face Grace Gregory as the righty looks in. The first pitch home to Gregory. Comes right down the chute for a called strike one. Gregory stands in the righty's batter's box. 0 for 1, grounded into a double play her last time up. 2-4 record for McCants on the season. Here's the 0-1. Comes in low, and it's a wave and a miss from Gregory. Count goes to 0-2. .47 innings and a third for McCants. Opponents are batting .332 against the junior. There's the 0-2. Gregory pops it up, but it will drift out of play on the first base side. McCants, a junior out of Andrews, South Carolina. Trying to provide some stability for Brittany Bennett, head coach for Coker in her 4th season. Here's the 0-2. Comes skimming off the top of the dirt. 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Grace Gregory. Addie Saunders stands on deck for Carson-Newman. First 2 have scored for the Eagles here in this 3rd frame. Abby Martin off a wild pitch, and then the solo home run from Macaulay Bailey. Here comes the 1-2. Gregory lifts it high in the air, right center field. Right fielder Hennessy moves into the gap, and there's out number 1, excuse me.
Now batting number 44.
So Gregory's 0 for 2, and well, that's something we're not used to seeing for Grace Gregory across her last 10 games. Has been 19 for 33 at the plate with a .575 average. Quintet of home runs and 20 RBIs. Brings Addie Saunders to the plate in the lefty's batter's box. Takes the first pitch that misses off the plate outside. And it's 1-0 to the left-handed hitting left fielder. 1 for 1 with a base hit to left field. Scored the first run of the ball game for Carson-Newman. Here's the 1-0. Saunders clips it out of play, third base side on a high pop-up. Count goes to 1-1. Saunders scored on the RBI single from Katie Mathena just an inning ago. The Eagles have added on 2 more here in the 3rd. The 1-1. This is outside from McCants, and it's 2-1. McCants, the right-hander, looks in. Comes home on the 2-1. Check swing from Saunders, but it's a called strike by home plate umpire and crew chief Benny McMurray. Greg High over at first, and Wayne Goodmond over at third. 2 balls and 2 strikes with 1 away. Saunders with an open stance against McCants. Here's the break even. Saunders pokes it down the left field line, and it is foul. Goodman had to twist out of the way. Looked like for a moment it might have caught the glove of Molly Andrews over at third. Either way, we do it all over again. Here's another 2-2 from McCants. Saunders hammers this one. Center field, Cribbs. It is overhead, and it one hops into the wall. Saunders up to second base. A stand-up double with 1 gone, and Saunders is 2 for 2. 3rd hit of the inning for Carson-Newman, and it's another runner in scoring position for the Eagles. And Saunders continues to rake. Her 7th extra base hit amid this 10-game hitting streak. Coming off a 5 for 8 day with 4 RBIs against Catawba on Thursday across the 2 contests. She is 28 for 50 during this 16-game on-base streak as Richard swings on the first offering, lifts it into left center field. Cribbs charges in, makes the play. Saunders was off the bag, faking the tag up, and the throw came into second rather quickly, almost caught her in hot water. So with 2 away, here comes Sarah Walker to the righty's batter's box as Richards is retired. First pitch to Walker. Turns on it and slices it out of play down the first base side. No balls and 1 strike. Walker's 0 for 1 with a strikeout swing against Charlotte Rose, who went 2 innings, giving up 3 runs, all of them earned on 5 hits. 2 walks and the strikeout of Walker, her lone K, in her start. And the 0-1 from McCants. Clips the inside corner, and it's 0-2. This Coker team, despite losing 13 consecutive games, have been competitive in a large majority of those contests. Here's the 0-2. Walker fights it off with a foul ball, and it rattles the netting where the crowd mic sits. Fell 8-0 to Wise in Game 1 via run rule 6-3 in Game 2 on Tuesday. The 0-2 to Walker bounces in the dirt. Saunders is going for third, and she's in there safely with no throw from Emily Rose behind the plate. Moves up another 60 feet on the wild pitch. And that came in real low from McCants. Was rolling along the dirt about 10 feet in front of home plate. Saunders wasted no time. The 1-2, Walker, check swing that rolls up the left side. Picked up by the shortstop Moore. The throw to first is late, and coming in to score comes Saunders. Sarah Walker legging out an infield single that just had eyes under the glove of McCants, out of reach for the diving third baseman into Andrews. And by the time Moore got to it, Walker was safely aboard on an infield single. And it's 4-0 Carson-Newman here in the third. 3 runs for the Eagles in this third frame. First pitch to Katie Mathena, high and outside. An RBI single for Sarah Walker pushes her season total up to 27. 1-0. Mathena late on the rise ball from McCants. 1 ball and 1 strike. Mathena's 1 for 1, an RBI single that opened the scoring for Carson-Newman in the second. And the offensive momentum is carried forward into this third frame. The 1-1, a rise ball that goes up above the head of Mathena. 2-1. Infield and outfield playing straight up, a little back against Mathena. The 2-1. There's a breaking ball that misses outside, drifting away from the right-handed hitting Mathena. And she moves into a hitter's count. 3 balls and a strike with 2 away. 4-0 Carson-Newman in the third. McCants home on the pitch. Called strike on the inner half. Mathena shifted out of the way. But it finds the inner half. Thought she had ball 4. Now she settles back into the righty's batter's box. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch from McCants misses upstairs to Mathena, and there is ball 4. Puts 2 on with 2 away, and here comes Shelby Armstrong to the plate.
Shelby Armstrong.
Bottom of this Carson-Newman order, Sarah Walker, Katie Mathena, and Shelby Armstrong. Been a handful as of late, causing problems against Catawba. Picked up 3 RBIs in Game 1 against Catawba on Thursday, then a pair in Game 2. First pitch to Armstrong. It's a blooper straight to the second baseman, Schmidt, and that will end the inning. But Carson-Newman plates 3 in the third. Martin scores on a wild pitch. Macaulay Bailey a solo home run, and then the RBI single from Sarah Walker sends us to the bottom of the third inning. Carson-Newman in control, 4-0 on the Eagle Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
It's 4-0 Carson-Newman here in the bottom of the third inning. After 3 runs in the top of the third, gives way to Lorelei Spradlin, working with a larger cushion. She'll face 9-1-2 in this Coker order. Game 1 on the Eagle Sports Network. Matt Scalzo with you. So glad you could join me. First pitch to Lacey Hennessy is a rise ball that misses upstairs 1-0. Spradlin bookended the second inning with back-to-back strikeouts. And her offense gave her a bigger cushion with 3 runs in the top half of this third inning. 1-0 to Hennessy. Slaps one straight to the third baseman. Gregory goes off her glove, and it's a fair ball as it skitters into foul territory up the third base line. It's a leadoff base hit for Lacey Hennessy. First lefty in this Coker order that Spradlin saw, and she gets on with the second hit for the Cobras. Turns back over to the top of the order with Allie Moore. Shortstop's 0 for 1 with a fly out to right. First pitch home from Spradlin. Moore swings on it, pops it up. Shallow right field. The second baseman Armstrong drifts a couple of steps onto the outfield grass and retires Moore for out number 2. Out number 1, excuse me. Brings up Peyton Rainey, the left fielder. First pitch to Rainey. This is inside. 1-0. Rainey's 0 for 1 with the ground out to Malia Smith. (1-0). Rise ball above the letters, 2-0. Hennessy with some good speed over at first, tied for the team high with 5 stolen bases on the season. Has yet to be caught stealing. Here in Peyton Brigman, 2-0. Infield pop-up. Right side of second base. There's Armstrong, and there's out number 2. Back-to-back pop-outs to Shelby Armstrong. Puts 2 quick outs on the board after the leadoff single from Lacey Hennessy. And it comes to the catcher, Emily Rose. 1 for 1 with a base hit to left field on a 2-out base knock in the first inning. First offering to Rose. Hennessy's going. The throw down from Richards is not in time. Hennessy with the feet first slide gets underneath the tag of Smith. She moves into scoring position on her 6th stolen base of the season. First runner in scoring position for the Cobras on this Saturday morning. The 1-0. Bounces in front of home plate, and it's 2-0 to Rose. Still is the morning, 11:57 local time here in Hartsville, South Carolina. First pitch came at 11:05. Just a bit behind schedule. Carson-Newman out in front. Here comes the 2-0 from Spradlin. Hits at the knees to Rose, and it's 2-1. Hennessy in scoring position in second, or at second, after the leadoff single and a stolen base. 2-1 to Rose. Turns on it, drives it out into right center field. Martin and Mathena running over. It's over the head of Mathena. Hennessy comes in to score. Rose chugging for second, and she's in there safely. An RBI double from Emily Rose. And Coker cuts into the lead. It's 4-1 here in the bottom of the third.
Now batting number 16, Bailey Gaskins.
And so here comes Bailey Gaskins, the DP, and time is called by head coach Brittany Bennett in her 4th season at Coker. It's going to be bringing in a pinch runner in the spot of Emily Rose over at second. Trying to get some more speed on the bases. And it will be Savannah Fowler, junior out of Mount Pleasant, South Carolina. And will take the place of Rose over at second after her RBI double. So Fowler at second with 2 gone, and here comes Bailey Gaskins, the DP, that climbs into the righty's batter's box. First pitch from Spradlin. Gaskins turns on it and drives it into the left field corner, and it goes up to the wall as turning around third and coming in to score is Fowler. And it's back-to-back RBI doubles for the Cobras to cut the lead in half. It's 4-2. Gaskins, the top hitter on this Cobras team, wastes no time with a line drive to left field. Ninth RBI of the season for Gaskins. For Rose, she picked up RBI number 15. First pitch is a strike on the inner half to the first baseman, Dakota Slack, and it's 0-1. Here's the 0-1 from Spradlin. Hit on the ground, deflects off of Spradlin, straight to the shortstop Smith. Picks it up and fires to first for out number 3. Coker adds 2 runs in the bottom of the third. Back-to-back RBI doubles. One from Emily Rose, the other from Bailey Gaskins. And that sends us into the fourth. The 4-2 lead for Carson-Newman over Coker here on the Eagle Sports Network.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
Hey Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel, from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs. Smith leads off here in the top of the fourth inning, 4-2. Number 24, Carson-Newman over Coker here on the Eagle Sports Network. Matt Scalzo with you. First pitch from McCants to Smith. Finds the zone, and it's 0-1 on a well-placed pitch from McCants. Coker brings in 2 runs in the bottom of the third. Back-to-back RBI doubles from Emily Rose and Bailey Gaskins. The 0-1. Smith hits one on the ground, straight to the shortstop and more. Picks it up, throws to first. It is late. And Smith, with her speed, legs out her second infield single. And for 4th time today, Carson-Newman gets the leadoff hitter on base. They've scored that leadoff hitter in the last 2 occasions. Addie Saunders scored an RBI single from Katie Mathena to open the scoring. Then Abby Martin, who stands in the righty's batter's box, scored on a wild pitch. Martin shows bunt, fouls it away on the first pitch from McCants. Went upstairs on a rise ball. Count goes to 0-1. Carson-Newman trying to answer back from a pair of runs that Coker put up in the bottom of the third inning and push that lead back up. Here's the 0-1. Martin turns on and glances it into the netting behind home plate. And it's 0-2 on back-to-back foul balls to the senior center fielder by way of Gadsden, Alabama. Reached on a fielder's choice and then singled her last time up. The 0-2, Martin, ground ball to the second baseman Schmidt. She'll go to second for one. Throw on to first, not in time. And this 4th inning, starting with a very similar tune to what it was in the first. As Smith is retired on a 4-6 putout, and Martin takes her place over at first after a fielder's choice. Brings Macaulay Bailey to the plate with 1 away in the top of the 4th inning. Bailey a walk in the first and a solo home run in the third. Her 7th long ball of the season. First pitch to Bailey, clips the inside corner, and it's 0-1. Abby McCants has done a good job in relief, getting out in front of these Carson-Newman hitters. comes the 0-1. Bailey drives it right center field, and it will be caught by the right fielder in Hennessy. A diving grab for out number 2. It was sinking quickly off the bat of Bailey and puts 2 away.
47, Grace Gregory.
Brings Grace Gregory to the plate. 0 for 2 so far today. Grounded into a double play and a pop out her last time up. It's been the engine in this Carson-Newman offense amid this 11-game winning streak. Calls time at the plate as McCants steps off the rubber and climbs back on. Gregory settles back into the righty's batter's box in the first offering. Misses outside. The 1-0. Gregory golfs it out of play on the first base side. 1 ball and 1 strike. Top of the 4th inning from Salibi Stokes Field in Hartsville, South Carolina. 4-2 Carson-Newman lead. Abby Martin over at first. Grace Gregory at the plate, the 1-1. Gregory, sinking line drive into right field, charging in, and unable to come up with it is Hennessy. Advancing up to third goes Martin. And it's a base hit for Grace Gregory to put runners on the corners with 2 away, and here comes Addie Saunders.
Now batting number 44, Addie Saunders.
And so Gregory extends her hot streak. Time is called, and there'll be a conversation in the circle between Abby McCants, Emily Rose, the catcher, and assistant coach Stephen Welsh, who's in his first season with the Cobras. Trying to see what they want to do, how they want to navigate around 44 in blue. Addie Saunders, who's 2 for 2, with 2 runs scored. Singled to lead off the second. Then a double her last time up in the third. Has a chance to push the lead back up to 3 with Abby Martin over at third base. Grace Gregory over at first. Gregory extends her hitting streak to 6 consecutive games after the blue pin shot to right center. And Saunders settles into the lefty's batter's box here against McCants. Second batter that McCants saw, and it was a double for Saunders. First pitch swing for Saunders. Goes the other way in the left center field. Cribbs charging in, and she's able to get there in time for out number 3. Good speed by the center fielder, Maya Cribbs. Taking away a base hit from Addie Saunders and sends us into the bottom of the 4th. 4-2, Carson-Newman in front. They leave 2 on in the top of the 4th on the Eagle Sports Network.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
Hey Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel, from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs. Six, 7, and 8 in the Coker order due up here in the bottom of the 4th inning on the Eagle Sports Network. Matt Scalzo with you. Lorelei Spradlin back into the circle, and she'll face Callie Schmidt, Charlotte Rose, and Molly Andrews. First pitch to Schmidt misses upstairs, and it's 1-0. My apologies, not Charlotte Rose. She's been replaced by Abby McCants after the pitching change. 1-0 from Spradlin. clips the knees of Schmidt for a called strike one. Squares the count to 1-1. Carson-Newman left 2 on, 2 outs in the top of the 4th inning. The 1-1, Schmidt lifts a pop-up into shallow right field. Mathena calls off Armstrong, and there's out number 1 in the 4th.
Now batting number 71, Abby McCants.
Spradlin looking for a bounce-back 4th inning. And after giving up 2 in the 3rd, back-to-back RBI doubles, one from Emily Rose and the other from Bailey Gaskins. Brought the first 2 runs in for Coker. First pitch to lefty McCants. It's outside for ball 1. McCants lifts it up and out of play. Over top the third base dugout where Coker sits. McCants a .222 hitter this season, 6 for 27 at the plate. The 1-1. McCants muscles one into left field. Saunders charging in, and there's out number 2.
Now batting number 2, Molly Andrews.
Saunders got a great read and a great jump to retire McCants for out number 2. And here comes Molly Andrews. Andrews in the righty's batter's box, and the first pitch from Spradlin. Burns the inside corner. An 0-1. Andrews out in front of it. Pops it up straight back and out of play. It's quickly 0-2. Spradlin trying to answer back a scoreless frame from McCants in the top of the 4th with one of her own here in the bottom half. Andrews 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Spradlin home on the 0-2. The rise ball misses upstairs. Coker's done a good job laying off any rise balls from Spradlin. Not getting any bites. Here's a 1-2. Andrews lifts a sky-high fly ball into foul ground down the left field line. Saunders drifts to the left side of the line, and there is out number 3. A 1-2-3, bottom of the 4th for Lorelei Spradlin sends us into the 5th. Number 24, Carson-Newman up by a pair. 4-2 here on the Eagle Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
My favorite thing about my community? The safety, the reliability, the people. We rely on each other, and we rely on local electric co-op. It's not just about electricity. It's about empowering community, empowering moments, empowering safety, empowering togetherness, empowering knowledge. That's why when I need something, I rely on my co-op. I trust my co-op because the co-op is us. We are the co-op. AEC, member-owned and service-driven.
Anne-Marie Richards leads off here in the 5th inning. It's a 4-2 lead for number 24, Carson-Newman over Coker here on the Eagle Sports Network. I'm Matt Scalzo. So glad you could join me on this Saturday afternoon under the sun of Hartsville, South Carolina, as Richards steps out of the righty's batter's box and calls time. McCants climbs back onto the rubber, and the first pitch in the 5th inning is a rise ball above the nested CN on the navy blue jerseys for Carson-Newman for ball 1. Richards 0 for 1, sack bunt in the 2nd, then flew out to center fielder last time up in the third. The 1-0. Richards pops it up, foul ground first base side, and the first baseman and Dakota Slack is there for out number 1.
Now batting number 22, Sarah Walker.
And a pinch hitter in this spot for the DP Sarah Walker, it'll be Lacey Keck. Keck appeared in the circle in both games against Catawba. Now she has a bat in her hand, and the first pitch from McCants to left-handed hitting Keck. Hits at the bottom of the zone, and it's 0-1. Keck, a freshman out of Knoxville, Tennessee. 0-1. Keck turns on and slices it out of play down the left field line. Keck last had an at-bat against Milligan on March 26th in Game 2. Got the start in right field. She went 3 for 3 at the plate. Here's the 0-2. And Keck fouls it off, and it sticks into the top of the netting. It's a wedgie up the left on the net. That is runs parallel to the left field line. It is stuck at the top of the net between the wire that supports it. I want to see how they'll get that one out. Keep you all updated. Here's another 0-2 to Keck. Swings and hits a chopper straight to the shortstop. Moore picks it up and snaps it to first for out number 2.
Number 4, Katie Messina.
Carson-Newman has had a tough time trying to solve Abby McCants in the circle. Put up 3 runs on the starter, Charlotte Rose. Just 1 run against McCants. On an RBI single from Sarah Walker. Here comes Katie Messina. She's tardy on the first pitch. Fastball from McCants, and it's 0-1. There's the 0-1 to Messina. Lays off the rise ball. It sails above the zone 1-1. Messina's 1 for 1, an RBI single in the second. Worked to Walker last time up in the third. And the 1-1. Brushes high and inside against Messina. Turns her shoulder out of the way. 2-1. And the 2-1. Swing and a miss from Messina. 2-2 it goes with 2 away against Abby McCants, who's been operating well in the circle for Coker. Despite a 13-game losing streak, Coker has been able to really compete in all of its contests. Here's the 2-2. Messina pops it up out of play on this first base side. If it gets to her, Shelby Armstrong is on deck for Carson-Newman. McCants rocks and deals a break even. And it misses outside, ball 3. Not sure if Messina thought it was strike 3 or lost sight of what the count was, but it exited the righty's batter's box, and now she settles back in. Here's a 3-2. Messina lifts a sky-high fly ball, foul ground, left field line, and it is going to land in foul territory. Out of reach for Peyton Rainey in left and Allie Moore, the shortstop. Now we're ranging over into foul territory. So another payoff pitch on the way from McCants. Comes home. Misses upstairs to Messina. She's reached base all 3 times today. Back-to-back free passes to the right fielder. Continues to show off her excellent plate discipline. Brings Shelby Armstrong to the plate, the 9 hitter for Carson-Newman. A walk and a soft line out 2 times to the plate today for Armstrong. Trying to start a 2-out rally here in the top of the 5th inning. And the first pitch to Armstrong. Dips beneath the zone on a first pitch ball from McCants. The 1-0. Armstrong lifts a fly ball into center field. Cribbs drifting back, and she'll make the grab for out number 3. So Mathena works a 2-out walk, but she's left there as the rest of the Eagles are put down. Sends us to the bottom of the 5th inning. It's a 4-2 lead for number 24, Carson-Newman over Coker on the Eagle Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
My favorite thing about my community? The safety, the reliability, the people. We rely on each other, and we rely on local electric co-op. It's not just about electricity. It's about empowering community, empowering moments, empowering safety, empowering togetherness, empowering knowledge. That's why when I need something, I rely on my co-op. I trust my co-op because the co-op is us. We are the co-op. AEC, member-owned and service-driven.
Bottom of the 5th inning, it's 4-2, number 24, Carson-Newman over Coker here on the Eagle Sports Network. Matt Scalzo, so glad you could join me on this Saturday afternoon. Lacey Hennessy leads off and takes the first pitch ball from Lorelei Spradlin. 9-1-2 due up for the Cobras here in the 5th. There's the same 3 due up in the 3rd when Coker scored its first 2 runs. And it was Hennessy that had an infield single to get things going. The 1-0. Dips beneath the zone. 2-0. Hennessy, one of 2 lefties currently in the order. It was 8 righties and a lefty in Hennessy, and then the pitching change of McCants has inserted a second lefty into the order for Coker. 2-0. Spradlin just misses inside, and it's 3-0 to Lacey Hennessy, 9-hitter and right fielder. Scored the first run for Coker on an RBI double from Emily Rose. 3-0. Swing and a miss from Hennessy. It was a half-hearted swing. Hitters count at 3-1. Allie Moore and Peyton Rainey, top 2 hitters in the Coker order, stand on deck and in the hole. Here's the 3-1. Spradlin pinpoints it on the inner half. She's delivered back-to-back strikes to work the count full. Payoff pitch on the way. Hennessy chops it in front of home. Spradlin picks it up, throws to first, but Hennessy with good speed is able to beat it out.
Now batting number 7, Allie Moore.
A Baltimore chop in front of home plate. First pitch to Allie Moore, the shortstop. Misses low for a first pitch ball, and then the throw back to first. Hennessy able to dive back in ahead of the tag from Armstrong. Count goes to 1-0 against Moore, who's 0 for 2. Fly out and a pop out on her afternoon. The 1-0. Sizzles on the inner half from Spradlin, 1-1. So Hennessy leads off an inning for the second time, and both times she's gotten on an infield base hit. 1-1. Bunt shown by Moore. She pulls back as it hangs low from Spradlin, and it's 2-1. Here's the 2-1 to Moore. Cracks it foul, left field line. Two balls, two strikes, nobody out here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Hennessy over at first after an infield base hit. It's a 4-2 Carson-Newman lead. 2-2 from Spradlin. Moore clips it into the netting behind home plate. Count stays where it is. Carson-Newman scored the first 4 runs. A run in the second on an RBI single from Katie Mathena, then 3 in the third, headlined by a solo home run from Macaulay Bailey. Second straight game with a long ball for the senior. 2-2. A rise ball that Moore lays off of. 3 balls and 2 strikes. But then Coker answered back with a pair in the bottom of the third. RBI doubles from Emily Rose and Bailey Gaskins. Here's the 3-2. Rise ball from Spradlin. Moore, check swing, is able to hold back. And it's a walk of Allie Moore to put 2 on with nobody out in the fifth. Second walk issued by Spradlin. So Coker has the tying run on the bases, and that brings the go-ahead run to the plate, represented currently by Peyton Rainey. Rainey shows bunt, puts it down to third. Gregory picks it up, snaps it to first for out number 1. Hennessy goes to third, and up to second is Moore. A 5-4 sack bunt from Peyton Rainey. Does her job, and that puts 2 in scoring position for the RBI leader for the Cobras in Emily Rose. 2 for 2 today, a single and a double. Tying run is Allie Moore at second base. Righty-on-righty matchup. First pitch from Spradlin. Rise ball that hangs above the zone. 1-0. Here's the 1-0. Moves high and inside against Rose as she twists out of the way. Time is called by the catcher, Anne-Marie Richards. She'll go out to talk with Spradlin in the circle. Spradlin worked a 1-2-3 frame in the fourth. First 2 got on here in the fifth. Sack bunt from Rainey got the first out of the inning. But to put Hennessy over at third and the tying run in Allie Moore at second. Emily Rose at the dish. They're going to tie the game, potentially take the lead with 1 swing. Here's the 2-0. Comes in right down Main Street from Spradlin. That's 2-1. Two balls and a strike with 1 gone. Pitch home from Spradlin. Rose chops it foul, third base side. Levels the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes with 1 away. And there's 2 on for Coker here in the bottom of the fifth. Hennessy led off with a single, followed by a walk of Allie Moore. A sack bunt from Rainey has put the Cobras in a position to potentially tie this ball game up. Bottom 5 of game 1. Here's the break even from Spradlin. Rose, towering pop-up, shallow left center field. Actually, it'll stay on the infield, and Malia Smith is there for out number 2. Exactly what the doctor ordered for Carson-Newman and Spradlin. Again, now keep the runners where they are. And so now Bailey Gaskins comes up. Fresh off an RBI doubler last time up in the third. As Spradlin looks to work through traffic. First pitch to Gaskins. It's an infield pop-up on the first base side. Bailey is there, and Spradlin shuts the door in the bottom of the 5th inning. Back-to-back infield pop-ups. Leaves 2 on, in scoring position. The tying run left at second for Coker. Sends us into the 6th inning. It's a 4-2 Carson-Newman lead over Coker on the Eagle Sports Network.
There's new fresh ideas on campus. From Chick-fil-A to Maples Coffee to Sabarijos, Fresh Ideas has tons of high-quality dining options for whatever taste you may need. Sabarijos is open Monday through Friday for lunch and dinner in the Health Sciences Building. Sabarijos features all your Mexican favorites, from burritos to nachos to quesadillas to tacos to anything you can think of in a tortilla. Follow Fresh Ideas on Instagram at Carson-Newman Dining.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
Into the 6th inning we go. It's a 4-2 lead for number 24 Carson-Newman over Coker on the Eagle Sports Network. Matt Scalzo with you. So glad you could join me on this sunny day in Hartsville. Top of the order for Carson-Newman due up against Abby McCants. And the right-hander's first pitch home to Malia Smith. There's a bunt that goes back to the pitcher. The throw to first is not in time, and it goes up the right field line as Smith turns around second. She's digging for third. The throw to third is not in time. An electrifying play from Malia Smith. Kick starts the top of the 6th for the Eagles. An infield single with a 2-base error stacked on top of it. And so here comes Abby Martin with another run for Carson-Newman 60 feet away. First pitch swing for Martin. It's a chopper over the third baseman of Andrews and into left field. Smith comes in to score. An RBI single for Abby Martin. And Carson-Newman kicks back into gear. It's 5-2 in the top of the 6th.
Batting number 40, Macaulay Bailey.
Malia Smith jump-starting Carson-Newman here in the 6th inning. And this re-energized group has some life back in the dugout as Macaulay Bailey is coming up with Abby Martin over at first. Malia Smith, 3 hits in this contest. None bigger than that bunt single. So here comes Macaulay Bailey. As her senior teammate, Abby Martin, over at first base. Those two have been a dynamic duo since they arrived together as freshmen in 2023 at Mossy Creek. Bailey goes after the first pitch and pops it up out of play. 2023 was their first season, so they technically arrived in the fall of 2022. Either way, they have been two of the key cogs for Carson-Newman, the 0-1. Bailey late on the pitch from McCants, and it's quickly 0-2. McCants looking to get through the best hitter in this order, the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Bailey down on 3 pitches. And McCants collects her first strikeout of the afternoon. Puts one away in the 6th, and here comes Grace Gregory. Carson-Newman trying to capitalize on the energy that Malia Smith provided here to get this inning going. And first pitch to Gregory. Moves inside against the right-handed hitting third baseman. She shimmies out of the way. Gregory 1 for 3, had a bloop single to right center her last time up. 1-0. McCants moves inside against Gregory once more. Twisting out of the way. And it's 2-0. As Gregory sits in the driver's seat here. As Abby Martin over at first base. The 2-0. Right down the chute from McCants. 2-1. Belt high strike for first strike in this battle with Gregory. Here's the 2-1. A rise ball that loops upstairs, and it's 3-1. 5-2 Carson-Newman lead after the RBI single from Abby Martin. 38th RBI of the season for Martin. 3-1. Gregory laces one into left field, and it drops in for a base hit. Back-to-back base knocks for Grace Gregory. And that swing right there is something we've been used to seeing as of late from 47 in navy blue.
Now batting number 44, Addie Saunders.
Hammers one into left. And so Martin at second, Gregory at first, and here comes Addie Saunders climbing into the lefty's batter's box with 2 on and 1 away. First offering from McCants. Called strike at the bottom of the zone against Saunders, and it's 0-1. Saunders 2 for 3 with 2 runs scored. Single in the second, double in the third. Flew out to center last time up on a nice grab from Maya Cribbs. The 0-1. Breaks inside, 1-1. The 1-1. Saunders line drive center field. Cribbs runs over and makes the grab. Tagging from second goes Martin, and she dives into third safely. Hard hit out for Saunders. Brings Anne-Marie Richards to the plate with runners on the corners and 2 away in the 6th. First pitch to Richards. Notches the bottom rail of the zone, 0-1. Richards trying to get her offensive output going. 0 for 2 today. The 0-1 hits outside, and it's 0-2 against the freshman catcher by way of Spring Hill, Tennessee. Was 1 for 5 across the 2 games against Catawba. Picked up a pair of RBIs. Here's the 0-2. Rise ball upstairs, 1-2 against Richards. Has reached base in her last 8 games. Has worked to walk in the last 3. Trying to battle here with 2 strikes and 2 away in the top of the 6th. The 1-2 is an off speed. Loops above the zone and maybe a touch outside from McCants. And Richards staying patient. Takes a deep breath as she steps outside the box and settles back in a 2-2 count with 2 away. Gregory at first, Martin at third, the break even. Richards fights it off with a foul ball straight over top home plate and out of play. There's a rise ball from McCants that Richards went and got. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 away. 2-2 from McCants. Richards spoils with a foul ball that drifts out of play down the right field line. McCants changing the eye level, went high, then goes low. Richards battles with a pair of foul balls. McCants looks in. Here's the 2-2. High and outside, and Richards keeps battling. Count goes full. A shoulder with stance in the righty's batter's box. Here's the payoff pitch from McCants. Richards out in front of it. Hooks it into the lacrosse and softball field for Coker that runs along the left field line. Another 3-2 on the way. Richards pops it up, shallow right field. On the move, Hennessy. There's out number 3. Carson-Newman pushes the advantage back up to 3 after an RBI single from Abby Martin that drove in Malia Smith. It's 5-2 heading into the 6th inning. You're on the Eagles Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Dakota Flat.
5, 6, and 7 in the Coker order, due up here in the bottom of the 6th after Carson-Newman pushed its lead back up to 3 on an RBI single from Abby Martin as Lorelei Spradlin settles into the circle. And the first pitch home to Slack is a slow roller straight to the shortstop in Smith. Vacuums it up, throws to first, it's low, but squatting down to get it is Macaulay Bailey for out number 1.
Now batting number 26, Callie Schmidt.
Brings up Callie Schmidt, the second baseman. Schmidt a walk and a pop out on her day so far here in game 1. Righty on righty is Spradlin's home on the first pitch. And a miss is outside to Schmidt. Sun is beaming down, probably roasting me a little bit. Gonna have to reapply some sunscreen in between innings. The 1-0. Schmidt hoists one in the air, shallow center field. Martin on the move, and with her speed is able to get there in time for out number 2.
Now batting number 71, Abby McCants.
3 pitches, 2 outs for Lorelei Spradlin here in frame number 6. Looks to get through Abby McCants here. First pitch to McCants. First pitch swinging. Muscles one into shallow left field. Saunders dives. She's unable to come up with it as it squeaks underneath their glove. She went full extension, trying to get out number 3 on 4 pitches for Spradlin. But it just was sinking a little too quickly, and McCants is able to get on. Didn't get too far away from Saunders, and Malise Smith was backing her up as McCants picks up her first hit of the afternoon. And it brings Molly Andrews to the plate. Hit number 6 for Coker today. And there's a pinch hitter in this spot in place of Molly Andrews. It is Peyton Brigman that comes in place of Molly Andrews in this spot. Brigman, a .288 hitter, came into today tied with Emily Rose for the team high with 14 RBIs. Rose's RBI double in the third gave her 15. Brigman's also got 4 home runs this season, leads all Coker hitters. First pitch to Brigman, stamped in the zone from Spradlin, and it's 0-1. Here's the 0-1. Brigman pops it up, and it will drift out of play on the first base side. And it's 0-2. Spradlin looking for one more strike. Trying to get through Brigman here. And struck out second most on this Coker side with 18 Ks on the year. Here's the 0-2. Brigman just catches a piece on the rise ball from Spradlin. Glances it out of play, straight back. That's 0-2. Count remains. McCants over at first. Infield, outfield, straight up against Brigman. The 0-2. Another foul ball from Brigman. She was out in front of the off-speed from Spradlin. Skies it over top the press box. Another 0-2 from Spradlin. Off speed, and Brigman on the jam shot. Able to fade it out of play on the first base side. Brigman settles into the righty's batter's box. Here's an 0-2 from Spradlin. Goes low, and Brigman lays off it. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 2 away. McCants at first in a 5-2 Carson-Newman lead here in the bottom of the 6th inning. The 1-2. Brigman on the ground, a slow roller to the shortstop Smith. Throws on the move to first. It is not in time. Brigman with good speed, legs out an infield single. And it brings up the 9-hitter, Lacey Hennessy, who has been a tough out today. She's 2 for 2 with a pair of infield singles against Spradlin. And the infield creeps in. Smith, the shortstop, stays back, but Gregory and Bailey in front of their respective bags at first and third. Hennessy fouls first pitch off. Slapper was running up out of the box. Caught a piece of it on an upstairs pitch from Spradlin. She delivers a first pitch strike. Gregory probably 10 steps in front of the bag at third. Bailey just a step in front of first. The 0-1. Another foul ball from Hennessy that ricochets off the catcher's mask of Richards. Spradlin quickly ahead 0-2. Outfield also pinching in just a little closer. Armstrong even with the first and second base bags on the right side of the infield. Smith deep in the hole. The 0-2. Misses low and away from Spradlin. Hennessy lays off it in lefty's batter's box. Back-to-back 2-out hits from Abby McCants and Molly Andrews. She's put 2 on with 2 away. Brings a tying run to the plate. The 1-2. Swing and a miss from Hennessy. She went around on the check swing, and Spradlin with a massive strikeout. Strands 2 on the bases in the bottom of the 6th. Gave Hennessy the sword for her 3rd strikeout. Sends us into the 7th. Carson-Newman looking to add on insurance when we come back on the other side of this break on the Eagle Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
Into the seventh we go from Salibi Stokes Field in Hartsville, South Carolina. It's a 5-2 lead for number 24 Carson-Newman over Coker on the Eagles Sports Network. Matt Scalzo with you. So glad you could join me on this Saturday afternoon. Lacey Keck leads off. First pitch swing on the offering from McCants. Drives it out into left field. Twisting around and making the play is the left fielder Rainey for out number one.
Now batting number 4, Katie Messina.
Keck came in as a pinch hitter for Sarah Walker and has replaced her. She's 0 for 2, though, as Katie Bethina now climbs in. 7, 8, and 9 due up to face McCants here in the 7th frame. First pitch to Methina. Zips beneath the knees for a first pitch ball to Methina Methina has reached base all 3 times today. An RBI single in the second, 2 walks her last 2 times up. 1-0 comes inside and leaning out of the way is Methina. And it's 2-0. To Methina, flips it straight back, 2-1. Shelby Armstrong stands on deck for Carson-Newman. If the inning were to continue, it would be back to the top of the order with Malia Smith that jump-started Carson-Newman in the 6th inning with an infield single, advanced up to third after a throwing error. 2-1. Methina fouls it off. Tips it out of play, straight back over top of the press box. 2 balls and 2 strikes with 1 away here in the top of the 7th. Game 1 between these 2 sides. An early start at 11:05 a.m. due to the long journey back home. 2-2. Hangs outside from McCants, and it's another full count to Katie Methina. She has done such a great job today, seeing the ball really well. It's got eagle eyes. Here's the 3-2. Moves inside against Methina, and she works a 1-out walk. 3 consecutive walks worked by Katie Methina.
Now batting number 6, Shelby.
Puts 1 on with 1 away. It brings Shelby Armstrong to the plate. And Methina is the first player to draw 3 walks for Carson-Newman since Reese Winchester did that on February 18th against Shorter. So Armstrong climbs into the righty's batter's box, and the first pitch to Armstrong bounces in the dirt, blocked by Rose, but it gets out in front of home plate, and Methina advantageously takes advantage of it, moving 60 feet up to second base and into scoring position, takes away a force out, and Armstrong ahead 1-0. The 1-0. Armstrong, a sky-high pop-up, straight back behind home plate. Rose twisting around, lunges back and holds onto it. Oh, an excellent play by Emily Rose behind the plate, ripped the mask off. Ball was swirling around up in the air, and Rose was able to hold on to it. as now there'll be a visit in the circle from Brittany Bennett. It looks like she's going to make a pitching change as it will go to the top of the order for Carson-Newman with Malia Smith. She's 3 for 4 with a run scored back in the 6th inning. Bullpen gate swung open and out walked Hannah Welsh, freshman right-hander. But it doesn't appear that a pitching change is on the way, as Bennett did not have the lineup card with her. And she'll walk back across foul line on the left side, back to the Coker dugout on the third base line. As the entire infield came in to join McCants, Rose, and Bennett. Cobra's outfield joined together in center as they all disperse back to their spots, and Malia Smith settles into the lefty's batter's box. Katie Mathena in scoring position at second. Infield in against Smith. First pitch to Smith. Misses outside to the freshman shortstop by way of Knoxville, Tennessee. Has been so dynamic this season. The 1-0 moves high and inside against Smith. Running out of the lefty's batter's box. Count goes 2-0. Smith with back-to-back multi-hit games. After today, makes 3 straight and 5 of her last 6. 2-0, Smith slaps one straight to the shortstop Moore. Throws to first, and it's in time to retire Smith by a step. For out number 3 here in the top of the 7th, Carson-Newman leaves Mathena on, and it sends us into the bottom half, where the Eagles are looking for 3 more outs to take game 1 over Coker. Lorelei Spradlin comes down to the first base side dugout looking to go the distance when we come back on the Eagle Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
My favorite thing about my community? The safety, the reliability, the people. We rely on each other, and we rely on local electric co-op. It's not just about electricity. It's about empowering community, empowering moments, empowering safety, empowering togetherness, empowering knowledge. That's why when I need something, I rely on my co-op. I trust my co-op because the co-op is us. We are the co-op. AEC, member-owned and service-driven.
Top of the order for Coker here in the bottom of the 7th as Lorelei Spradlin gets a swing and a miss from Allie Moore to get things going here in the bottom of the 7th inning. 5-2 lead for Carson-Newman over Coker. The 0-1, a wave and a miss from Moore once again. And it's quickly 0-2 against the leadoff hitter and shortstop. Moore's 0 for 2, walked her last time up in the 5th. The 0-2 from Spradlin. Swing and a miss on 3 pitches. Ball gets away from Richards, and their throw to first will be late. And it's a drop third. Pass ball against Richards. And so Spradlin picks up her 4th strikeout, but doesn't get the first out. As it brings Peyton Rainey to the plate. First pitch to Rainey. Misses outside, 1-0. Spradlin looking to settle back down. Had a really good first step at there against Moore. The 1-0 comes in low, and it's 2-0 now against Rainey with Moore over at first base. comes the 2-0. Stamped in the heart of the zone from Spradlin, 2-1. Much needed strike to get back in this AB against Rainey. 0 for 2, ground out, pop out. Was retired on a sack bunter last time up in the 5th. 2-1. Rainey, soft line drive. That sinks into right field for a base hit. Mathena comes up firing to first, but with good speed, Rainey is able to get in there by a step. Rainey gets a base hit to put 2 on, and it brings the tying run to the plate in Emily Rose, who's 2 for 3.
Now batting number 7.
Moore reached in an unconventional way on the drop third pass ball against Richards on the strikeout. And now Rainey gets a seeing eye line drive to right. First pitch to Rose. Notches the inside corner. And it's 0-1. Rose opened the scoring for Coker in the 3rd, an RBI double. Spradlin has worked around trouble the last 2 innings. Here's the 0-1. Rose, line drive, straight to Gregory at 3rd. She goes back across the diamond to first. It squeaks under Bailey. Moore hesitant, going from 2nd to 3rd, and she's able to get in there safely. So Carson-Newman gets its first out on a hard line out straight to Gregory, flashing the leather. But then Allie Moore advances over to 3rd on the throwing error from the 3rd baseman. Came in low, and Gregory couldn't block it as Cotton Hot Water was Rainey at first off the bag. Brings Bailey Gaskins to the plate. With 1 away and runners on the corners. First pitch to Gaskins. Touches the outside corner for a first pitch strike. It's Rainey at first. And Moore at 3rd. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball that misses down and over top the shoes of the right-handed hitting Gaskins. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 for 3 for Gaskins. Fly out to right. RBI double in the 3rd, and then a pop out to Macaulay Bailey. Brought the 5th inning to a close. 1-1 to Gaskins. Soft liner to the second baseman. Armstrong bobbles it, goes to 2nd for 1. Coming to score goes Moore. Gets the 2nd out, but Coker cuts the lead down to 2. As Armstrong was thinking about a double play and didn't watch it into her glove fully. Stayed with it, was able to retire Rainey. And on the fielder's choice, Gaskins gets on. It brings the tying run to the plate now with Dakota Slack. First pitch from Spradlin. Hits at the knees, and it's 0-1 against the first baseman. 0 for 3. Fly out to right and back-to-back groundouts to Malia Smith at short. Smith stands with her heels on the outfield grass. Armstrong the same at 2nd. The 0-1. Swing and a miss on the rise ball as Spradlin works upstairs and Slack chases it. Spradlin looking for 1 more strike. Corners are even with the bags. Outfield straight up with no shift on. The 0-2 from Spradlin. Foul tipped. And to the netting it goes behind home plate. Yeah, Slack looks to battle through here. Gaskins over at first. The 0-2. Popped up straight to the first baseman, Bailey, and Spradlin goes the distance. A complete game to pick up the win in Game 1 for Carson-Newman. They take it over Coker 5-3. Not the same offensive outburst that it was at Catawba. But the Eagles wake up early on this Saturday morning. They take Game 1, increase the win streak to 12 consecutive games. They're now 13-4 in conference play, 34-8 overall on the season. Meanwhile, for Coker, they dropped their 14th consecutive contest, fall to 10-25, 2-15 in conference play. They're a feisty group. They're going to look to bounce back in Game 2. Meanwhile, for Carson-Newman, they're going to go for the sweep, try and win their 11th straight in conference play and try and sweep their 5th consecutive double header in South Atlantic Conference play. Till game 2 is coming up in about 30 minutes time. I'm Matt Scalzo. See you on the other side of that. Meanwhile, for Carson-Newman, looking offensively, Malia Smith led the way with 3 hits. Katie Mathena got on base all 4 times. Macaulay Bailey a solo home run. Abby Martin scored a run on a wild pitch, drove in one. Sarah Walker also picked up an RBI, as did Mathena. And Spradlin, 7 innings, striking out 4, allowing 3 runs. Bounce back day in her first start since game 2 against Mars Hill. But game 2 coming up in about 30 minutes time. Right now it is 1:05 here in Hartsville. So call it around 1:35, 1:30 is when you should tune back into the Eagles Sports Network for game 2 between Coker and Carson-Newman. Eagles take game 1 5-2. Till then, I'm Matt Scalzo, signing off on the Eagles Sports Network.